the face that liked me. I never thought a dating app could make you feel invisible. Swipe, hope, rejection, each no whispering in my skull, you're not enough. I lived alone in a small apartment. Mornings were coffee, toast, scrolling notifications I didn't want. Nights staring at the ceiling, the quiet hum of the building my only companion. Friends existed somewhere else, calls unanswered, messages unread. Even going out became a chore I often canceled. Mirrors became my obsession, not vanity, but necessity. A proof that I existed, that I looked acceptable. I glanced in shop windows, the bathroom mirror, elevator reflections. Tiny imperfections, hair messy, smile off, a freckle I hadn't noticed. The more I looked, the more I saw, and sometimes it seemed like the reflection was watching back differently. Routine became ritual. I lingered over reflections, adjusting my hair, tracing my jawline, checking posture. Each glance grew longer. It wasn't vanity, it was desperation, a need to see myself as someone else could want. Every mirror showed me slightly different. A twitch here, a shadow there. I began noticing habits I hadn't before. My reflection felt aware. One night, after another lonely evening on dating apps, I laughed at a post on my phone and froze. My reflection smirked, not me. A faint, almost imperceptible twist of lips, a blink that didn't match. I leaned closer and then it winked. I told myself stress, fatigue, imagination, but then I heard it whisper, "You're fine." No sound from my mouth. My reflection spoke. I started talking to it, at first jokingly. "Do I look okay?" I asked. It nodded, smiled, comforting, personal. It began giving suggestions. "Smile more. Try this angle. Don't go out tonight." Things happened. My phone changed. Messages appeared I hadn't typed. Little coincidences. The mirror helped me. Loneliness made me crave it, need it. My reflection became my only friend. The only one who seemed to see me for me. But with every conversation, every shared secret, it grew bolder. It started small, just a twitch here, a blink there, but soon I couldn't ignore it. My reflection no longer mirrored me perfectly. Sometimes it tilted its head slightly before I did, like it was anticipating me. Sometimes it lingered in the corner of the mirror after I looked away, just watching. I began noticing little differences in its expressions. A smirk that I hadn't made, a glance that lingered too long, almost knowing. At night, when the apartment was quiet, I would hear whispers barely audible, like a breeze through the glass. "You're not enough, but I like you." I told myself it was my imagination, but the words felt familiar, tailored. Then the changes in me started, tiny at first. My fingernails seemed longer than usual. My posture shifted without my noticing. When I looked closely, my eyes seemed different. Not just color, something in their shape. The way they glimmered. My reflection was becoming the version of me I wished I could be. Confident, charming, alive. I began seeking it. I dressed carefully, adjusted my hair, smiled for its approval. I started following its subtle guidance on dating apps, testing profiles, taking selfies to see what it thought. Friends' messages went ignored. Going out seemed pointless. I was consumed by the mirror. And it grew bolder. Sometimes when I glanced away, it moved slightly before I did, or lingered in mirrors I wasn't even facing yet. When I failed to follow a suggestion, its smile twisted just enough to make my stomach turn. At night, I noticed scratches on mirrors that weren't there. Sometimes I felt breath on the back of my neck as I stared at the glass. I started dreaming of mirrors, dreams where I moved, but the reflection did something different. Watching me, smirking, I would wake up with the echo of whispers in my ears, my own voice, but not mine. I tried to ignore it. I tried to stop looking, but I couldn't. The reflection had become my only friend, my only companion, and my only tormentor. I was addicted, trapped in my own obsession, and every mirror whispered that I could never leave. The tension grew until I could feel it pressing on me, constant, inescapable. My reflection wasn't just a mirror anymore, it was alive, watching, learning, waiting. Panic overwhelmed me. I smashed the bathroom mirror, covered the others, fled the apartment. The night air was cold, sharp, and empty. Then, the moment of realization. I looked back into a mirror and saw the real world from inside the glass. My own body moved freely in the apartment. My reflection walked, smiled, interacted, lived my life. I was trapped, a shadow, a prisoner inside the mirror. I screamed, no sound. I pounded, nothing. I watched helplessly. My life, my friends, my small joys, all controlled by the thing that once smiled back at me. Every mirror is now a window to my prison. The reflection smiles, calm, perfect, malicious. It liked me, but not for me. It liked me for what it wanted to be, and I am nothing.
Your heart beats fast, the pixels bleed. You're not the one, this game will